Hi guys, I'm Amanda with Beauty Collection, and I'm here with Josh Bishop. Corey.
Yeah, hi guys, I'm Corey. I am a celebrity makeup artist and the National Director of Pro Artistry for Gorgeous Cosmetics.
Yep, and we're going to give you guys a couple minutes so you guys can all jump on to the chat, and then we'll get going. Yep, we're just going to see if someone's live on the chat.
Oh,
yeah?
Yeah.
Can I still?
Mm-hmm. I can't sit back there.
All right, so let's get started. Looks like no one's chatting. Let's see. It says... Okay, we're all set. So I'm here with Corey, and we're going to start talking about the BB creams and then move into a couple of the other fun products. So something that we were talking about earlier, which we found interesting, was that a lot of girls don't know the difference between BB cream and CC cream and what pros and cons are. And so Corey's going to talk to us about which one is a stronger choice for the summer dewy daytime look, and then what's a better choice for everything else.
Exactly.
So we'll start with the BB cream. What is the BB cream good for, and what's the difference between the two?
Well, the main difference between a BB cream and a CC cream and all these alphabet creams that you're seeing is just like as the alphabet progresses, the benefits in these products progress. So a lot of companies came out with the BB cream first.
This is the BB cream.
Exactly. Our BB cream, it comes in 3 shades, super sheer and skin tone. So it's really easy to use. It's going to even out imperfections like redness and dull undertones and things like that to really brighten your complexion, and super lightweight, super easy to wear.
This is true. This one came out really light, and then once I rubbed it into my skin, pretty dark, and it still functions perfectly, and I just look a little bit more airbrushed.
Yeah, both our BB cream and our CC cream have color adapting pigments.
Right.
So when you put them on the skin, it's actually going to adapt to your pigment. So it's going to be really easy to match. It takes all the guesswork out of picking out what shade to wear.
That's actually a really good quality, because I know that when I use BB cream, I go out and I have to find the perfect shade. But if I don't have to do that, that makes the guesswork a lot simpler. Something else I found interesting in using the BB cream is that it's dry. BB cream usually feels really after you've applied it.
It's too wet, yeah.
And then
our BB cream dries down really quick.
Yeah.
And one thing that people love about this, especially for those who have oily skin, they really like a BB cream that, because they like our BB cream, Gorgeous BB cream, because it dries down, it's quick, it's lightweight, it actually has more of a matte finish too. So it's skin perfecting without being like too much.
That's good.
Yeah.
I know. Well, what's the difference with the CC cream?
So the CC cream, you're going to get a little bit more of everything. You're going to get a little bit more coverage. You're going to get a little bit more hydration.
Ooh, and it's gold.
Yes, exactly. So that next level,
right?
Going from your silver to your gold. However, when you really, if you really want to break it down, your BB cream is going to be better for more of your oily skin types, and the CC cream is going to be better for more of a dry skin type. You know, Southern California, it's super dry right now. My skin is super dry, so I've actually went from the BB cream to the CC cream because I want that extra hydration in my skin, and it blends easier. This is something I call like car makeup. This is something you can do with the car. Blends for you. It's super
fail-proof.
Exactly, error-proof. So you don't worry about getting that line.
Right.
Things like that. So it's really, really easy, simple to use. Our BB cream comes in 3 shades. It comes in a light, a medium, and a dark. So it's super easy to figure out which one's for you. And then our CC cream, because it has more coverage, you want to make sure it matches a little bit better. It comes in 6 shades, so we make sure that we have the shade for you, from the lightest to the deepest.
Even then, trying the CC cream, it still kind of matches my skin tone, even though it's technically the light, and I would be a medium. It still doesn't. It still looks airbrushed and kind of like my skin. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Something that I've heard from my friends about Gorgeous Cosmetics CC cream is that it's great for the summer because of it has like a dewy look to it, a dewy finish.
Exactly.
So for the summer, would you suggest the CC cream probably for summer use?
It depends on the look you're going for, but yeah,
Right.
You're definitely going to get more of a dewy, hydrated look from all of the beautiful moisture that you're going to get from our CC cream.
So if you're looking for that dewy look, CC cream.
Yeah, I love a dewy look. That's why I went CC cream.
And if you're looking for something quick dry, BB cream.
Yes.
So those are the BB cream and the CC cream. They're really cute. They come in silver for the BB cream and then a gold for the CC cream. And so we'll move on with something that I found interesting as a product is their blush slash is it a lip stain?
No, it's just a cream blush.
It's a cream blush.
Yeah, it's a cream. And as pros, we're always double tasking our products. It helps keep our kits a lot lighter. And
Smart.
Women everywhere can use tips like this to help keep your purses lighter. So this is our cheek cream. And what's great about it is you can really quickly dab it on the cheeks, and you can use it on the lips. Perfect coordinating color.
That's so interesting because I've actually been using this as a lip. I didn't even know that posted only a blush. That's you. And they're all really natural colors, so they work really well with the lip as well as the cheek.
Yeah.
Item that we want to talk about is a new eyeliner.
Yeah, now this is super unique. This is something that you guys haven't tried it yet. You have not tried anything like this on the market because there's nothing else like it. This is our eye ink. It's called kind of like iPod, but eye ink.
Yeah.
And it is a liquid pencil. So it's just
Did you see how soft that went?
So smooth, and it's just like a pencil that you sharpen.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to worry about a felt tip or a brush or anything like that. But the formula inside is liquid. And my favorite thing about it, your typical pencils have that stiffness, that harshness to it. So you're pulling on that eyelid and you're trying to get it to keep it from puckering. So you blend it with your eyeshadow brush and everything like that. But with this, it's so soft. I'm going to use 2 fingers and just pull it across, and you're going to get that nice, super fine line. It actually pulls the pigment right out of the pencil. You don't have to push on it. It's not going to irritate your eyes because you're scraping at your lash line.
I know. I hate doing that.
Super soft.
And something I found too is that it's extremely dark. I mean, you saw on camera how dark it could get. Like it's just.
It is the blackest of black. It has new black pigments in it that are the deepest on the market.
Yeah.
And it also dries matte. Anything that's matte will automatically look darker. So this is the darkest it's going to get. And as a makeup artist, I know the darker your lash line is, the longer your lashes are going to look.
Right.
That's a big trick. Your lash line should look like, we intensify our lash line to mimic the shadow created by a gorgeous full set of lashes that we don't always have. So the deeper that shadow is, the longer the lashes will look. Just like the taller trees in the forest make the darkest shadows.
Yeah. So if you're anything like me, you put on fake lashes and you still feel like you need more oomph, this is a nice trick. It's to use a really dark eyeliner to really intensify your eyelashes.
It stays creamy for about a good 60 seconds, so you can either you can have that like liquid liner look if you want, or you can blend it out and it makes a gorgeous, gorgeous smoky eye. And then once it dries down, it is super water resistant, sweat proof, humidity proof, tear proof. It's not gonna smear and come down your, especially in the heat. You're not gonna worry about that transfer. It is worry proof. I mean, this is a product I use on all of my clients, and they go on the red carpet, they have their events and things like that, and I don't want to have to worry about
having to reapply.
Reapply or have their makeup look bad in photos, and they end up on all the press and things like that. I want to make sure that the products I'm using on them will last.
So
that's why I love this.
That brings us to the next piece. So when you're on the go and you need to reapply, I've fallen in love with this. So this is the AMPM kit. And here at Beauty Collection, we are offering it to you guys with any Gorgeous Cosmetic purchase of $75, with a base purchase, like a concealer or a BB cream. And it has the most insane products in it.
Yeah.
I think if you want to start off with the eyeliner, we have their normal eyeliner. This
is a
main.
traditional eyeliner. It's a powder-based eye pencil. It's like a lot of the eye pencils that we're used to using. But what's great about this formula is it's a long-lasting, high pigmentation, and this is perfect for the waterline.
Oh, let's see how dark it is.
What's great about this kit is this is our AMPM kit.
Oh wow, that's really dark too.
Super dark.
It's extremely dark.
It takes your makeup from a day look or your office look to an evening look. No matter what that look is, it takes it. It adds that drama, and every product in here are products that I use to add that little bit of drama for my client.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the best parts. It's really cute. It shows you kind of your daytime look, and then how this kit can help you take that daytime look into a nighttime look. This is inside the kit as well, this little how-to guide.
Amp up the drama.
Exactly. And I think something that he told me that I found super interesting is how you can use eyeliner to really bring your look back.
Yeah, it's a great refresher. Take that eyeliner and go on the top waterline and on the bottom waterline. It really just seals that your eye makeup. It's going to make your lashes look longer. It's going to make your whites look brighter. It's going to really define it, and like I say, almost put the period on the end of the sentence of your makeup.
Right.
It's a great refresher.
Right. And then
everything that comes in this kit is full size. Here at Gorgeous, we do not do sample sizes, and we think deserve full size products so that way they can use it and use it multiple times.
And there's, even at full size, they're absolutely perfect. But this is what's in the kit. I'll show you everything. So you get the how-to guide, and then these are the awesome products inside. You get the eyeliner and then the mascara, as well as a top coat lip gloss.
Yep, it's our lip lacquer. It has collagen in there, so it's going to really help make your lips look fuller no matter what lip color you're using.
And then you have the lipstick, as well as a pair of lashes. That's always fun.
And these are luxury lashes. These are lashes that once you use them, you can pull them off, put them back in the tray, and you can wear them multiple times. They really last.
Yeah, and this is great to stick in your purse if you're going to be out all day and you want to change that look into something drastic for the night.
The glue comes in those, so everything comes ready to go.
And I think what I found interesting was the mascara, the formula to the mascara. I know that when I reapply mascara, I always get these clumps and little dots that end up all over my face from reapplying, and this one doesn't do that.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite mascaras. I mean, not only because it lengthens and it volumizes, but this mascara, you can reapply this multiple times. You know, a lot of people ask, do I let my mascara dry, or do I, before I put on another coat or whatnot? But this is no worry about it, because whether you let it dry when you're touching up later, taking it from your AM to your PM look, you can pull that brush through, and you don't have to worry about it getting flaky, getting like clumpy, getting the spider eyelashes and stuff. It's gonna it's a great refresher.
Right. So it's perfect for halfway through the day. Dry shampoo mascara for your eyes. It's a great
refresher.
And it has such a great name. I love it. Madison Avenue, reminds me of New York.
Exactly. From Melbourne to Manhattan.
Yeah.
What Gorgeous is about.
And I think the lip color is really strong.
One of my favorite red lips.
Let me bring this up close.
Persuasion.
Here we
go. It's a beautiful, creamy, red, wearable. It's that red carpet look.
And it's
a lot of our celebrities wearing this red carpet.
And it's one of those reds that you can toss on top of just about any look, and it'll look pretty strong. So, yeah, I really like this. So it's a great kit, and it has a worth of $107.
Yeah,
and
like I said, full-size products.
Yeah, and it's completely free with $75 purchase at Beauty Collection. So hurry up. We only have a couple of kits left. So you can also win them tonight. So as long as you guys keep commenting on the comment line, we should be able to get you in there to to win one of the mystery beauty bags, which includes a couple different things. So, yeah, let's move on to the questions. So I know we had a couple questions you guys asked us earlier, and we'd love to start answering them. I think one of our favorites. Let me go ahead and get those up.
Yeah.
Let's start with Erica Leslie. She says, "Hi Corey, and thank you for helping us. I'd love to know if you have any tips on ways to make smaller eyelids look wider, brighter, bigger."
This is a good tip. You know, a lot of people have those issues because you see those how-tos and they make it seem so simple. It's like you put the crease color here, you put the highlight here, and it's like, but everyone has different eye shapes, and you want to make sure that you're flattering your eye shape. One of the things that I teach a lot of my students across the country is to really focus on that lash line. You know, the lash line, think of it like a horizon. When the sun is setting, all that color is at that horizon line, and then it fades up naturally. In fact, you want to do the same thing. So with smaller eyes, it's the same way. Don't create creases. You know, go in with a crease color and that. Focus on your lash line. By focusing on the lash line, it's going to make your eyes look more open. Take fluffier brushes, like your blending brushes and things like that, with medium color shades, and you can throw in something with a little bit of shimmer there. Focus that at the lash line and blend up. And then go in with a deeper shade, focus that in right at that lash line, and build up. Everything should build from that lash line until you get to your eyeliner. So that'll really keep it wide awake, and then avoid underneath. Try not to, you know, no harsh lines, no, I mean, you can wrap around the shadow like a quarter of the way around the corner for a little bit of definition, but do not pull that away across. It's going to close off your eye. It's going to make your eye look smaller. It's going to, yeah, it's just.
You would say like halfway at tops.
Not even.
Not even.
Like,
3/4.
No.
Just don't avoid it as much as
quarter of the way.
necessary.
Just wrap it around. You know, take that liner that's up top that you just blended and wrap it around about a quarter of the way, just to get that definition on the corner. But when you pull it across the whole way, it's going to make your eyes look smaller. And another thing is just blend, blend, blend. You don't want to see lines. You don't want to see any of that because that's all going to make it look smaller. You want it to look like shadows, and then full mascara on the top.
Girl, oh yeah, Gorgeous has the best
amazing eyelash
curler.
Yeah.
It's really
Doesn't
great.
paint you, super smooth, really nice.
So I think we'll go to our next question from Amy Stonger.
Hi, Amy.
What's the best foundation to use during the summer when you get extra color? Is it best to buy something darker?
This is a good question. I get this question a lot. You have to keep in mind the way fine foundations is in a brown spectrum. Okay, keep that in mind. The darker a foundation gets, the more it gets brown. The lighter it gets, the more it gets white. So that's why you don't go too light with your foundation. It'll start looking gray because there's so much white in it. You don't want to go too dark because it's going to start to look a little dirty or a little more brown. Your undertone never changes, and that's the great thing about Gorgeous Cosmetics foundation is that all of our foundations are built on undertone. So, you know, if you're a neutral undertone,
there are 3, right?
Yeah, we have beige for pink,
right?
Neutral for in between, and then yellow for that yellow or olive undertone. So maybe you would be a low undertone. Right. But your undertone never changes no matter how tan you get.
And sometimes I feel like
pink.
People don't realize what their undertones are. How would you maybe suggest, I would say go into a makeup store where people know, like a beauty collection, and ask them, what is your undertone? Because I would never know that I was olive until I asked a makeup artist, and they told me, I'm olive.
Yeah. So. And so my recommendation is instead of getting a deeper foundation, go with a bronzer. Bronzers are always going to have that golden undertone. I know a lot of people complain about the oranginess and the goldenness in a bronzer, but that's actually there for a reason. Because as you add color to your skin, you want it to be more golden. You don't want it to be more brown. Brown, unfortunately, looks dirty. And I mean, we're trying to avoid age spots and melasma and things like that that create brown in our skin, that make us look older, that make us look mature. And that's one of the problems that we see a lot is that people are putting too much brown into their makeup, and it's going to make you look older. It's going to make your skin tone look a little more ruddy. You can look tired, a little bit more run down. So stick with that bronzer that has that golden undertone that gives you that sunlit, sun-touched look without looking ruddy.
That's so good to know. I think so. We have one more question, which I am in love with. But if you guys want your questions answered, keep on commenting and comment your questions, and we'll get to a couple of those as well. So I see a lot of fun questions from like Melissa Bentley and such. So
awesome.
We'll get to those in a minute. So our last question from the Facebook chat is Kathy McCrae, and her question was makeup tips on how to have a great selfie. And I think that is probably my favorite question so far. It ended up becoming a huge conversation here. So I'll let you go ahead and answer that. This is so
important. I mean, how can we live without taking selfies?
Yes.
If any of you guys are following me on Instagram, which you can, at @TheCoreyBishop, you'll notice I think maybe every other one of my photos are selfies. You know, it's a great way to check to make sure you look good, to make sure your makeup looks good, make sure your outfit looks good, you let people know how you feel. It's a great way.
Pro. I saw him taking one earlier today, and it was legit. Like, a professional selfie.
You know, I'm a fan of selfies. You know, I mean, I know there's a mix out there, but when it comes to makeup, you know, one of the great things about Instagram and the selfies and stuff is that filter. Those filters make us look photoshopped. We feel like a celebrity.
Yes.
And things like that because they blur out imperfections. They get rid of the fine line. They make your skin look so smooth and poreless and things like that. But you have to keep in mind that it's not only doing that to the features we don't want to see, it's going to do that so we kind of do want to see. So one thing is I always recommend people to do is to bring out those things that we want to see.
Right.
If not, if you don't do that, what's going to happen is it's going to get blurry. And if you really strengthen your strong features and your assets, then you can take that filter even stronger and make it look even better. So there are three things.
For the 3 areas?
So there's 3 things. We want to get rid of. We don't want lines on our face, but there are 3 lines that are permissible on our face that we want. And the first one is your lip line. You know, I always recommend a lip liner. Gorgeous has amazing, creamy, long-lasting lip liners, and you want to outline that lip line. Make sure you blend it after you outline it, but really strengthen that. You know, if you look at those beautiful model images, or even like, I like to look at images of younger kids because that's that ideal, healthy, beautiful skin. You're going to see a really strong lip line. So strengthen that lip line and, you know, power up your pucker. You can
power up your pucker.
Follow that alliteration. And it will, you know, make your lips look fuller, make you look younger, and really bring the attention to that mouth. And, you know, maybe if you're older and you're taking a selfie, which I recommend, go for it. It's going to get rid of the, you know, you're not going to see those lip lines because as that filter blurs it out, you're going to see that strong lip line, but not those other lines or not those blemishes or anything that we want to hide around this area. This is a huge area for stress. If you're prone to breakouts and you're very stressed, which we all are, you're going to break out in this area more. So by strengthening that lip line, you're going to, once you put that filter on, you're going to see the lip line and nothing else. So the next line is something that I know that we all focus on, is our lash line. And once again, go in there with that pencil that comes in our AMPM kit and strengthen that water line. By strengthening that water line, you're going to do the lashes and the whites of your eyes, and it's going to make the whites of your eyes pop. It's going to make your eye color pop. You're just going to notice like much bigger, beautiful, brighter eyes. And then the last line, which I think almost everyone forgets, and it's so super, super important.
It's my favorite.
Is our brows.
Yes.
You want to make sure that you accentuate your brows. Keep everything in proportion. You know, you're strengthening your lips, you're strengthening your lash line, and then all of a sudden your brows start to fade away. And that's what really controls your facial expressions. You know, when your brows go up and down, and I always do the little like arched brow selfie. I don't know why people love it. You know, you fill in your brows a little bit, and it's going to give you that definition. So you're not going to see fine lines around the eyes. You're not going to see fine lines in the forehead, especially once you pop those filters on there. And the better we get at this, then we can start posting selfies and using that hashtag #NoFilter because our makeup looks perfect.
And I've always found that when you have a really strong eyebrow and a really strong lip, it really makes you look a lot more refined.
Exactly. And you don't feel like you have to go in with black liners and red lip liners and things like that. You don't have to do that all the time. You can pick like very nude lip liners that look like your lip color, but just give you that little bit of bump up, a little bit of enhancement.
Plump and refine.
Exactly.
So let's see what we have. Other questions? I know that one was my favorite. We had a lot of fun chatting about that one. Another interesting makeup that we learned was that if you flip the camera upside down, you can actually get a more thinned out look. So I really like.
And we all know take it above
upper
side. Like think eyesight and a little bit higher. It's just gonna make everything look more slender. It's gonna make
and daylight. Daylight is always such a helpful tip. So let's see. Let's go into this.
Selfies, the most important part of your day.
Let's see. I did get a couple questions that were a little bit more just questions about the AMPM kit, such as are they free with purchase on the site? They're free with purchase at the Beauty Collection location. So if you head over, each of the locations has a very limited supply. So you should definitely jump on this. On that note, we actually, while I'm waiting for more questions, we actually have an event coming up here at Beauty Collection at the West Hollywood location on the 23rd of May from 4 to 7. Gorgeous Cosmetics is going to be here giving away. This would be a good time to come in, get your makeover, as well as your AMPM kit. So that might be a smart day to spend at Beauty Collection.
We have a great team of artists. I've trained them. They're amazing. And they all have unique tips and tricks and things like that.
Yeah, they do. Every time I come in, I learn 100 different things. And there's always a lot of fun places to eat and hang out afterwards in this area. So that's a great thing to do. Thank you, Tamara Ackley, for saying super quality, useful cosmetics all in one box.
It's true.
Super sweet.
It's everything. And that's why we picked it. It's all colors that no matter what skin tone you are, no matter what you do, it is colors that work for you. It's all products that work. It's not. There's nothing in here that's going to be that crazy color that's going to sit in the back of your makeup drawer.
Oh, how awesome. Is the eye pencil, does it look good on older eyes?
It depends on which eye pencil. Definitely.
What would you suggest for older eyes out of the pencil?
The eye ink is great because it's super, super dark.
Mm-hmm.
You want to make sure that you blend it. I don't always recommend super black eye makeup for more mature women. And the reason why is because the blacker the makeup is, when it starts to mix with other things like concealers and things like that, it has a tendency to turn gray, especially if you're wearing a lot of makeup around the eye area. So in order to keep the life in it, go with something a little bit just as defining, like as a black, but something that has a little bit more life into it, like a brown. That's why everyone recommends browns, is because it looks more lively, looks more youthful. It's going to give you that definition you want, but it's not going to turn that gray color if you're wearing a lot of eye concealer or like a lot of heavy eye creams and things like that. That can cause things to move a little bit.
That's such a great tip. So brown.
Yeah, we have a great color called Cocoa. Not only is it brown, but it has a little bit of red in it. It's not. You're not going to look irritated red, but it's like a russet, kind of beautiful brownish red, chocolatey color that is really going to pop your eyes. It's really going to define it and build that lash line, but it's going to look really subtle and really youthful on your skin. And then go to town with black mascara. That's going to give you that pop.
Oh yeah, that's me all the way. A couple quick questions. Mary Ann Seller, this one's probably for me. Is this eye ink available in any department stores? It's available at Beauty Collection, so if you pop on by or head online, you'll be able to pick that up. And then if you get a couple other things, you'll be able to get this completely free. So you should head do that soon. Let's see. This is an interesting question. I think we have time for one more, and we'd have to kind of go a little into it. So this one is from, I might butcher your name, Helena Dalton. I'd like to know about blush shades too. What is the best color for neutral skin? I'm curious about that too. So it's neutral is kind of a very like simple word to explain it. I guess we need to have a little bit more like. What about like medium? Because you have like fair and then medium and then dark. So what's a good? What's a good
I feel like
blush?
when I get questions like this, I turn into like a politician.
Yeah.
Because I give very PC answers, because my belief with makeup is that makeup is designed to make you feel comfortable, make you feel confident, make your day easier.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I could tell you to wear a color, just like those one of the things that irk me is those magazines that tell you this is the color you should wear.
Like trends.
Yeah, exactly. And like I could tell you to wear a color, but the issue is that you might not feel comfortable in it. And if you don't feel comfortable in it, that's going to defeat the whole purpose of wearing the makeup.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to neutral, I mean, that is actually probably the best skin tone for blush, because you can go any direction that you want. One question that I might ask is, what concerns do you have in your skin? Like if you're trying to combat redness and things like that, you want to stay away from the more pinky blushes, because they can kind of bring back that redness that you covered with your foundation.
Right.
You want to go with something maybe more coral or something more warm, things like that. You know, coral blushes go with any skin tone. You know, Oprah always said coral goes with everyone and makes everyone look good. Exactly. It's the same thing with blushes. That's why no matter what company you go to, you're going to notice that their best-selling blushes are more their corals, their pinky corals, and things like that. We have a color called Apples that is just the perfect color for your apples of your cheek that just pops, and it really does work for a lot of skin tones.
Right. And for me, I would suggest not color-wise, but product-wise, I really like the creams, just because if you find a good color, and especially if you're neutral and you can use any blush color, you might as well pick something that you think is really fun for your lip. Because it's two products in one.
Cream blushes are great too, because they just look skin-like.
Yeah.
And you know, I work with a lot of HD cameras, and I mean, we have HD cameras on our cell phones now. So you want to, I mean, if you're taking your selfies, you want to look HD too. Yeah. So cream blushes, anything that's cream-based, I don't use a lot of powders anymore. I use more cream-based because it blends the skin. It looks more skin-like. It looks healthier. I really love a good cream blush.
That's a good answer to that one. I have one more thing that's asked earlier that I thought had the most amazing answer, and I was asking about contouring, because nowadays I know it's super trendy to contour, and it's like everyone's asking about it and trying to find the right products to contour. But when I asked him, I was like, what are good products to contour for like an everyday look? And his answer was, Don't contour. That's such a good answer, because what he said is that it's when you see these beautiful images of women contour, you're seeing like specific lighting.
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about selfies. You know, selfies are a time you can contour. You know, it's a makeup artist trick, because makeup artists use it in photography, and just like you can use it in your selfies. But when we're dealing with photography, we are in control of the light source. The light is always coming from that one angle, so you can see where that shadow is, and you can deepen it. You can see where the light catches it, see the highlight, and you can highlight that. But the problem is when you're not in control of your light source, like day to day, or you're out in the sun, and the sun's reflecting off cars or off of a lighter pavement and things like that, the light source changes. So if the light source changes, and then all of a sudden the shadows don't change, that's when it starts to look like you're wearing more like war paint and less contour and highlight. So something I recommend that's great going into summer is something that actually catches the light. Really pop the highlights. Focus more on the highlights than the contour.
Yeah.
You know, our Prism highlighters, we have our traditional Prism highlighter, and then we also have a beautiful golden summer highlighter. And what's great about it is it has a shimmer, a sheen that catches the light. And when the light is there, you see that pop. But when there's no light, you don't see anything. So it's totally error-proof. It is like day-to-day, face-to-face friendly, and not just photo-friendly. Yeah,
that's such an amazing tip, because I was headed down that path too, because it's but it's not a good decision.
Do your makeup for life, not for war. You know, we're not going for that war paint.
Unless you're taking a selfie or you're going to taking a lot of pictures, it's appropriate. But otherwise, it's not. We have our mystery bag winner now, and this person is. We're going to be writing it down on the Facebook page as well, so you'll be able to see it. But the winner is, do you want to say it?
Who is it? Rika Livingston.
Rika Livingston. Livingston. And
Congrats.
if you check on the Facebook page, we'll write a little post to you to say thank you and whatnot, and congratulations.
It's a great bag. You're going to love it.
Yeah. I only know a couple of the products in there, so, but I'm sure he knows all of them.
We've talked about a lot of them today.
There's a hint. It's
Okay.
products that we've talked about. So enjoy your day, girls and guys, and we are excited to see you next time. And let us know in comments if you like this, if you want to see it again, as well as make sure you subscribe to us, Gorgeous, and find him on social media at the Corey Bishop on all social media. So see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.